Today's recipe is very simple and it's something I love to make with my kids, chocolate gingerbread biscuits. My mother used to make this recipe for us years ago, so it's great fun. Not only is it great fun, it's very, very simple to do. Here we've got margarine, plain flour, brown sugar, cocoa powder, ground ginger, bicarb and Carnation condensed milk light. That's it. Those ingredients put together very, very simply. First thing to do is to melt the margarine. That goes into a pan. Then brown sugar, and that goes as well. And 4 tablespoons of condensed milk. Now I just normally use a big spoon like this. It's roughly 1/4 of a can. So I just pop that into there, like that. And what you need to do is to, over a very low heat, just bring all these together. Just like that. This will take a couple of minutes, but be patient and it will come together perfectly. So what I'm going to do is just run these through a sieve, because sometimes, especially on cocoa powder, you get little lumps of dry cocoa powder. If you don't sieve that out, it can end up being little sort of lumps later on. So it's always a good thing just to sieve everything together like that, and also helps incorporate them as well. Just sieve these into the bowl. As you can see, there's a few lumps there, so we'll just push those through. All done. Now, to show you this here, look, this is homogenised beautifully. That's just come together and it's cooled very slightly. And we'll just pour that straight onto the dry ingredients. Like that. And with a spatula, I'm just going to bring, and what you'll end up with should be a nice, almost pastry-like biscuit. Now, you get the kids involved here, get them in there, get this mixing up for you. And then what I'm going to do, put that to one side and bring it chopping board. And at this point, gloriously sticky. Get your kids involved. Put it onto the chopping board. And just give that a good knead to bring the whole thing together. At this point, it's still quite warm, so you just want to bring that together. Make sure all the flour is incorporated. Next thing to do is roll them out. So I just flour this board, and with a rolling pin, I'll just break that in half. With a rolling pin, gently roll these out. They don't go mad, just take a bit of time. And I like my gingerbread quite thick, so we'll just roll them out to about 3/4 centimetre, something like that. Here I'm using a Christmas tree cutter, like so. Pop that down, leave it out. All the bits you can use again, so don't worry too much about getting it perfect. And using a spatula, or palette knife, carefully place them on a piece of silicone paper, like that. They are quite fragile. I think it's probably best to roll this gingerbread out when it's slightly warm, not hot, just warm. I think it does make it definitely easier to do. You will get a bit of cracking on there, but don't worry about that, because that will come together perfectly. 3. And just lift these off. Right, next thing to do is to pop them in the oven. 180 degrees centigrade, gas 4, for about 10-15 minutes. Once they've cooled, then you can decorate them how you like. I'm going to show you a very, very simple design here. So I've got some icing, and if you just around the outside the tree. If you hold the bag up slightly like that, it actually makes it a bit easier to decorate. And then a little blob in the centre. And I've got some little silver balls here, which we're going to just pop on the outside. I mean, it's really up to you, and get the kids involved in this. Whatever shape, size, colour, just have a bit of fun. And then finally, I've got a couple of these little tiny string motifs. There it is, look at that. And over here, I've got some already done. They have it, chocolate gingerbread biscuits. If you're going to store these for any amount of time, store them in an airtight container. These are obviously for Christmas, but to be quite honest with you, I love them all year round. Best thing to do is taste them. For more of my delicious recipes, go to carnation.co.uk.